There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would, when nothing really matters.
Hi guys, so good evening and welcome back to my magical world. If you are new to my channel, I am Frostbite, and yes, so currently it's 10:50 in the evening, and today is February 9, 2023. Okay, so my sleeping pattern is like I don't know guys, it's not good, but I think most of the time it's not really good. So now, lately it's been, I don't know, it is crazy. Like I sleep 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Okay, so uh, I did some productive things today, by the way, if you wanna know. Um, I'm still, um, decluttering stuff. You know, guys, like when you're at home, like there's just never ending chores. Something like that. I know you get it, but I want things in order because I'm a bit, I want things in order because I don't like worrying about the next thing. So I want everything um, in place, like that. But I also felt so lazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong. And then when it's midnight, not midnight, when it's evening, when like it's maybe it started like 6 p.m. onwards, and my energy, like, there's like a am I saying it right? Resurgence, something like that of energy. Like, it's like the drop of energy is pouring those hours, especially at this time. I'm so awake and it's so annoying. But anyways, we'll continue to read. So the title for this one is Warning Against Adultery. Okay, so I don't know, I haven't read this part yet, but it's not too long. Before I give comments, like later na. Okay, let's just hear this one first. So, my child, pay attention and listen to my wisdom and insight. Then you will know how to behave properly. And your words will show that you have knowledge. The lips of another man's wife may be as sweet as honey, and her kisses as smooth as olive oil. But when it is all over, she leaves you nothing but bitterness and pain. She will take you down to the world of the dead. The road she walks is the road to death. She does not stay on the road to life, but wanders off and does not realize what is happening. Now listen to me, sons, and never forget what I am saying. Keep away from such a woman. Don't even go near her door. If you do, others will gain the respect that you once had, and you will die young at the hands of merciless people. Yes, strangers will take all your wealth, and what you have worked for will belong to someone else. You will lie groaning on your deathbed, your flesh and muscles being eaten away, and you will say, "Why would I never learn? Why would I never let anyone correct me? I wouldn't listen to my teachers. I paid no attention to them, and suddenly I found myself publicly disgraced." Be faithful to your own wife and give your love to her alone. Children that you have children that you have by other women will do you no good. Your children should grow up to help you, not strangers. So be happy with your wife and find your joy with the woman you married. Okay? So wait a second. Okay, married. Pretty and graceful as a deer, let her charms keep you happy. Let her surround you with her love. Son, why should you give your love to another woman? Why should you Okay, so I'm gonna repeat that part. Son, why should you give your love to another woman? Why should you prefer the charms of another man's wife? The Lord sees everything you do. Wherever you go, He is watching. The sins of the wicked are a trap. They get caught in the net of their own sin. They die because they have no self control. Their utter stupidity will send them to their graves. So it's a bit short, but the message is what do you call this? Prominent. I don't know the term. So um like this is like so traditional, like the adultery that is saying specifically to those part are if you like have adultery with another man's wife. So yeah, I think it is you know guys that it is your job to like when you already know that someone else is married, it's your job to like automatically stay away from that person. Okay, no matter what the sweet talk, smooth talk, all talk. So because you know temptations is like all around us, especially nowadays when you don't get what you want, like you know the hierarchy of needs, you know that. So if you don't, if you're not being able to get that, you will go on online, you will get validation online, something like that, or you can watch, you know, pornography and all of that. So um by doing that, you are unconsciously putting things on your subconscious, like that you wanted those things. Okay, so it is, you know, I am not like I'm not a priest, okay, but like in my own perspective according to this part of the book. So just don't, just try your best to stay away from that. You know it, if you're a man and some woman just walk to you, something like that, it is really hard. I If you know, I'm gonna put my shoes on your shoes, you know, so it's really hard to like to resist the temptation, but I know you can. You can, you have that ounce of intelligence, or I hope you grew up in like a good family, because I believe that people who grew up in a loving family automatically repels somehow. They have this self discipline that they create when they were raised correctly. So, you know, correctly in a way that is loving, that is, they talk problems at home. So, things like that. Yeah. So, there's a lot of talk here. So, you can always resist, but, you know, nowadays it's really hard to resist temptations because it is everywhere. Oh, I'm just here. Again, I'm not a priest, but I'm here to remind you again that you can. That if you want to, 'di ba? 'Di ba? If you want to, if there's a will, there's a way. So, if there's a way that to resist that, okay, you can do it, guys. Okay? So, marriage is not easy. It is not for everyone, 'di ba? So, I hope that when you really find your partner, because it's really hard to find like a good partner nowadays, because love, I do believe that love nowadays is extremely transactional. So um in a way that, you know, the work when they start asking like what do you do for a living, so it's so annoying, like those part, the talking stage and all of that. So they kind of like, the women and the men are like having calculated moves whether they will proceed or they will back out on that building partnership or relationship. So it is really it is not, it is not easy, but it is possible to have like that lasting kind of relationship. Just try your best to be loyal and faithful. Okay, so but I don't know, guys, because I think loyalty is has really something to do with like with your nature, like myself. Yeah, I think I do believe like it is not something that you can like practice. You know, guys, when you like change partner like often, for example, you are a guy and you have like multiple relationships already. I do believe and I do know, okay, both things. I do believe and I do know that you will never have that kind of satisfaction one way or another. If you like, if if the ground is shaky, you will find another because you've already met like a thousand, not a thousand, like um huge, they call it body count, right? So like that. So that's why you have to be really like picky nowadays, because you don't want to get so much diseases from uh people who like jump from this and that partnership. I've known a lot of people that are like that. We're not close, okay? So, but I have seen and I know that there are people like out there, and sometimes the brood awakening will be like they got the disease, or um, their children have a sort of like disease, or children that were born from that family is not doing okay, so something like that. Of course I do not wish that to everybody, but I'm just saying that those are like, you know, that's why you really have to have that self control now, self discipline, to not engage into like too much of what you know that is not good for you. Are we understanding each other, guys? Because I really don't know if you're getting what I'm saying, but yeah. So that's the one thing I wanted to share with you today. So you stay with that. Also, get also to all the women's that are watching from this channel, if your man doesn't post you like on social media, it's automatically red flag. Just don't overthink it. So I have mastered like a lot of men, not because like I'm flirtatious or something like that. It's not like that, because I am being approached by numerous guys. This is not like a brag or something like that, but I know I I am highly intuitive. Know exactly what, when a person like comes to me and they start talking, especially when they start talking. So I already know. Okay, so uh that's why it's really hard to stay close to me, because I can like sense people's bullshit. So I am that kind of woman. So yeah. Um I think that's it. I think I overshared. Did I? I think I overshared. So I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. Um, I will see you again. Think for yourself. I always say this to you, that you don't need to believe to a lot of like the media, all of that, all platforms. You really have to think for yourself. Use your brain. your heart, all of that. Use it as you will. Okay, guys, see you again tomorrow. Bye.
That's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you